Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of The Legend of Zelda
This
series.
is what we've been waiting for!
I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game.
Awesome,
Unfortunately,
please.
we don't have anything to share right now.
Okay.
We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Alright, so this
For
game's
now,
going to be
we'll have
released
to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
at best this Christmas.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Please take a look.
is this only one game and they're going to charge a lot for it, or is this going to be a compilation of games? Wind Waker? Nice, though. Skyward! How did they get me there? That literally looked like Wind Waker for a second, but Skyward Sword on the Switch makes a lot of sense that they're remaking this. They've already remade... Oh! Wait. But Twilight Princess and Wind Waker have been remade so many times. This really is a great Zelda game. It's just not as consistently perfect as other games are, but it's way more, like, grand. It has so much personality, way more personality than Breath of the Wild. So this game is on its own being released.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally
The music is
released
so
in
good.
2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
How's it going, Chevy? Welcome.
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword.
So this makes perfect sense. Everyone was arguing,
Swing it
like,
to
how
have
do you
Link
make the Wii
swing the
remote? And
sword
it's like,
in
it
the game.
already is a better Wii remote.
The Joy-Con
The
controller in
Joy-Cons.
your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to
Playing
block
like this
enemy
can
attacks.
get exhausting. I'm
You
excited to
can perform
replay this
other
game.
actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system.
Button-only
After mulling
controls
over
is
how to
so
assign
brilliant.
different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
That makes a lot of sense, too.
Tilt the stick down.
That's the way
when you
most
want
people will
to swing
play.
the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
Thank goodness. Brilliance. But you can play the other way if you want.
Here's something else we've been working
Two
on.
very different experiences.
Specially designed Joy-Con
Thank
controllers.
Goodness, those look so
The right
good.
Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left
Okay, that's good that
features
they're
the
explaining
Hylian
that
shield
more.
motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda
Do these
timeline,
come
details
with the
events
game?
around the creation
And you can
of
buy
the
a
Master
special
Sword
edition,
itself.
not a system?
We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first time
Maybe
will
a
enjoy
system's
discovering
coming
the
with
origins
Breath
of
of the Wild
Legend
2.
Zelda.
I'd love to hear more
Legend
about
of
that.
Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches
July.
July 16th.
So far
Following
away.
this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch
There
on
we
the
go.
game's release date at your local retailers. Many of
Perfect.
you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted
The
in
stamina
Legend of
meter,
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
the open world
the
kind of
sailcloth
connected
to descend
like
in midair.
areas,
A
sailcloth.
stamina gauge that depleted
True.
as you scaled walls with vines or ran.
So he's
Even
trying
the
to like
concept of
sell
collecting items
people
to upgrade gear.
Breath of the Wild back to this
I hope
formula,
those of you who've played
which
The
is a
Legend of
huge
Zelda
step
Breath of the
backwards.
Wild will give this game a try
if
as
you
well.
love Breath of the Wild. Trying to collect everything there was frustrating. Under the water.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Yeah, I wish it was like that, but it's not. I usually get one of the collector's
Well,
items
what
when
did
they
you
come
think?
out, and that is
The Legend of
generally
Zelda
it.
Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Last announcement.